sure thing. Right. Bosh. Ooh, that's so big. Why is that so big? Press F11. Oh, there we go. I've got a new monitor, chat. I've got a new monitor on my second. Let me just pop that there. Oh, don't do that, please. Let me just do that. Let me just do that. I think we can probably do it like that, actually. Right, chat. Once people get in, of course. Oh, it's on private. That is not ideal. Public, that stream. How you doing, XPO? How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Hope you had a fantastic day thus far. B29. Lovely to see you, my friend. Lovely to see you. Let me just set up my second monitor fully. Okay, this is not ideal. Okay, I think I can go. Bosh. Okay, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. You took the dub with some margin. Callum, my goat. Congratulations, man. You earned it. Good stuff. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Absolute beast mode. Beast mode. Beast mode. Lovely to see it for you, my friend. Lovely to see it for you. I think we are live on YouTube. Let me just double check. What did everyone think of Quali, though? What did everyone think of Quali? I thought it was fantastic, to be honest. I thought it was beautiful. Really happy for Lando. Really happy for Lando, in fact, because I think this can be the start of his comeback. Proper comeback. And yeah, he was superb all weekend long. I have no doubts, to be honest, that he's going to do a good one. Okay, we are live on YouTube. Fantastic. How you doing, Gabriel? Welcome in. Look, I don't want to jinx anything too early, but I think I found the problems I was having. I think I found the problems I was having with the streaming. So I'm confident that nothing bad should happen today. Brendon Sour Masterclass opinions. Mate, they cooked. They cooked, to be fair. They did cook. I don't know. I reckon if Lando can keep this kind of performance that he did today, he can win the championship. And it doesn't have to be every time by half a second on the pole position. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be that every time. But if he can be there or thereabouts consistently, he'll be banging. He was faster than Oscar at the back end of last season as well. Not just a little bit, massively. So I think he'll be there. I think he'll be there. I think he will cook. Right. Man, my armpits are sweaty. I shouldn't have said that on stream. Right, we need to get through some tracks today. Here, Gasly. May did a... Pierre cooked with his spin. He cooked with his spin. Right, let me just find the track list. And we'll get back into it. Why do I not have audio? I know why. I probably don't have audio. Because I have my second monitor plugged in. It's a new second monitor. There we go. We have audio again. Right, so... we can look at maybe doing Suzuka? No, we'll start off with Mexico City. I do like Mexico City. I'm also running massively different graphic settings now. Just to try and make the in-game performance a bit better for lap time. Because I found that I was only pulling like 130 FPS. And realistically, I need to be above 170, probably. So we've lowered it a bit. Yo, Ibrahim, man. How you doing? Welcome in, buddy. Hey, your video will help me a lot to learn Austria. Mate, let's go! Mate, I'm really happy to hear that. Hope you enjoy it, man. Right, let's get this Mexico baseline on. Let's see. Where's my previous baseline for Mexico? Is it Mexico or Mexico? I think Mexico for people who are not from there, but from people actually living in Mexico, they say Mexico. Because I was there in like 2019, and that's where I learned it. But I might be wrong. They might just be trolling me. Not good, Alonso P11. I think Alonso did a good lap, no? The car wasn't really up to it. Where is Mexico? Where is Mexico? There it is. I've got quite a lot of learning to do. These setups, man. Holy moly! We'll start off there. Right. We'll give that a go to start with. Yeah, Max was really unlucky though with yellow flag. I think without the problem of the yellow flag, we would have been there. What is the next track guide? Undecided, my friend. Undecided. It'll be one of the Iron Man tracks, probably, for sure. What track would you like it to be, though? I can't promise it will be that track, but what track would you like it to be? And if it aligns with the plans that I'm having anyway, then I can prioritize it out the tracks that are already on the priority list. How you doing, Tom? Welcome in, buddy. You like Interlagos, Brazil? It's funny because someone on TikTok said that exactly the same time as you. Not really. It's not my favorite track. I think it's a cool track to drive at, but I'm just not. It's one of my slower tracks, in all honesty. So yeah, I have a bit of a mixed relationship with it. You were the first esports driver I came back up in 2020. 4-year page. Oh, mate. It's been a little while. Cheers for tuning in. Cheers for supporting back then as well. How you doing, Cole? How you doing, Bob? Right. We'll cook up these laps. What's everyone up to for the rest of the weekend, though? Right, we'll let the AI go. Yo, thanks for the roses. Much appreciated. Hi, Oscar. Welcome in, buddy. I'm in Austria Grand Prix right now. Nice. What corner are you sitting at tomorrow? I'm going to get a bit mugged by the AI on the straight here. Are these starting the lap or ending the lap? Not ideal. Gonna watch F1 movie tomorrow? Nice! Spoiler alert, it has F1 cars in it. You would never believe it. You're so shocked? Hi, shocked. I'm Brendon. 10 out of 10 joke and I'll hear nothing else about it. gonna try this to make it a bit easier to see. No, I think I'll just change my monitor in real life. That just makes the game look terrible. It's a problem when it's so bright out. Like, now I've literally had to put my monitor at 100% brightness just to see anything. You won the race last night? Let's go, XPO. Congratulations. Grandstands on the start-finish line closest to turn 1. That's awesome. That's probably one of the best seats to have in terms of grandstand, Austria. You loved it for quality? Nice, man. I bet. Who are you supporting, Cole? Your boy Gabby in P8? What a beast. What a session. I think Gabby has one of the hardest rookie seasons in F1. Because he has, like, the worst car with an insane teammate that is Hulkenberg. Like, yeah, I think Gabby has one of the hardest jobs to do. But he seems like he's settling in well now. If we do a bet if the clerk gets to win, you give me setups? No. You're not live on Twitch? No, I want to understand some problems I've had with streaming. Like, my streams have been cutting out the last few days. So, today I'm only live on YouTube and TikTok. Later, if it's consistent, I might try reopening Twitch. But I understand the problem. At least I think I understand the problem. And it was to do with my CPU temperature. Now I've got that a lot more under control. I just want to test that the streams will be stable. Then we can go forward from there, basically. You've been doing hybrid setups for the race? Yeah, it's something I'll look into for the future. I just want to get, like, the best racing quality setups I can do for now. And then, like, a hybrid one will come in the future, I reckon. It's a good idea. How you doing, F1 boy? Welcome in, buddy. Hope you had a good day so far. Average. McLaren fan though, living good. Was happy for Gabby. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, McLaren fans eating good at the moment. Very good. Very good. Just watch quality. As a Ferrari fan, pretty happy. Yeah, they did take a step forward. They did take a very good step forward, to be fair to them. I wasn't really too sure how it would play out. For them this weekend with the upgrades in FP1 looked really bad. But yeah, they seem to pull through in a good way. Would have been interesting to see where they would have been without the yellow flag from Gasly. Wherever they would have beat Verstappen, you know what I mean? But tomorrow could be a big blow in the championship for Max.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
I think Lando's going to win.
Thanks, everyone. It was a bit of a journey to get there, but well done. Very, very good.
The qualifying
So I think 2 stops are viable at Mexico. I'm not too sure in a 35%. It would be on the limit, I guess. It would be very much on the limit. Lewis, man. Welcome in, bud. Hope you had a fantastic day. How was work? And my day was good as well, thank you, bud. My day was good. Very productive so far. I'm sandwiched with the AI. That's not good. How you doing, Christian? Yeah, Lando locked in. Good for him, you know. Like, whatever Lando did over these last few days has worked, in all fairness to him. Good to hear, was great. Super busy tonight, but never bored. That's lovely. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. How can I make the cam a bit smaller and by the Red Bull? Lower your field of view. Would you ever do creative series? I would. Yeah. But at the moment, I just want to prioritize my own stuff. My own website for the setups, etc. Then in the future, when I've got a bit more time, credit series can be a really nice option to do some races with them. But my first priority at the moment is setups for the website. I don't want to jinx anything too early, but it seems like I fixed the stream. Man, I was up so much last night trying to fix this. How you doing, Apple? Hope you had a good day.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
Man, they need to turn that radio call down. It's so
Nice.
extreme. Stream is good. Lovely, mate. How you doing, bud? Welcome in.
Goodbye for now,
Jehan,
but we
I think
really
that's
just
how I said
getting
the name.
started.
How you
Make
doing,
sure you
Q-Star?
join us again for lights
Yeah,
out
basically
tomorrow.
to give some info on the what I fixed. I didn't know that. I knew that there were fans to my CPU. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't know there was like this hidden fan on my PC. And basically, I think that fan is connected to water cooling or something like that. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure exactly how it works. But long story short of it, that fan was completely bunged up with dust. Literally like dust everywhere. So it was not cooling the CPU. I did a test last night that my CPU reached a maximum of 98 degrees. When I tested to record render a video to simulate the event, like streaming effectively, like the load that streaming would have on the PC, and that's why I found it. And now my CPU sits consistently at 66 degrees. I can see it. I have it open on my second monitor. So yeah, I'm really confident I fixed it. And it wasn't my connection playing up in the first place. Yeah, I am British. What makes you think I'm not British, Saud? I'm curious. I'm very curious. Congrats on 20k. Thank you. Because your accent. Yeah, like tell me what kind of accents I have. Because I know for sure I have a little bit of British. I have a bit of Italian, European. It's quite presenter tone because I did a lot of presenting training in 2020. So it's got a lot of like mixed sort of feeling inside of it. Birmingham? No. I'm from Reading. Canadian? That's funny, actually. That would make sense. Yeah, you're right. I was going to say that. What, European? Record at the same time? Oh, you stream, mate. Hopefully I'm able to catch one of your streams someday. Something European? Yeah, I speak... Like, because I stayed in Ferrari, like, for 2 years, and I loved it there, don't get me wrong. But I say stuff with an Italian tang, on it. So, like, the way that I structure my sentences is quite Italian. So I speak, although my accent is English, and fundamentally I am English, I speak with an Italian tang on how they structure the sentences. Come stai? Ah, bene, tu? So, yeah, I speak English, but with, like, an Italian structure on the sentences, basically. Yeah, we have Iron Man tomorrow, 7 PM UK time, Nico. Did you check your Brendon Leigh video? Send it to me. Send it to me or tag me it. Tag me in it, I should say. Was Ferrari my favourite team to drive for? That's a complex question to answer. I'll try and describe it a little bit more as the lap unfolds, just to focus on turn 1 here. So, my favorite team as a driving experience was Mercedes, because I won my championships there. And I felt at my best as a driver in those years. Just because I was younger, I was more motivated, you know. So in terms of the raw driving experience, Mercedes was my favorite. In terms of a cultural experience, Ferrari by far was my favorite. And in terms of life experience, in terms of growing as a human, I had a lot of opportunity within Sauber as well to grow. So if I have to pick one shirt that, or one time that I'm like the most proud of as a, let's say as a job, it's my time in Ferrari for sure. For sure in Ferrari. Why don't you set up in time trial? Because it's not that relevant to, in all honesty. When you drive in time trial, the tire temps are not enabled. So when you start driving online, the tire temperature changes the car balance a little bit. So that's why I do it here when tire temperatures are enabled, so it's a bit more relevant. How you doing, Matthew? Welcome in. It's nice. Okay, mate. If I have a bit of time, I'll try and look out for you. Is that a league race, no? For Austria. Who will win in Austria? Orlando. He moves under court, braking. Happens to all of us, mate. Happens to all of us. Oh, I didn't open JLS. Oh, grass. I think I need to change.
Yes, excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work.
That radio is so annoying, man. Like, genuinely, did someone not play the game more than 5 times before signing that off? Like, it's so annoying every time. Anyway. I'm gonna... Because I turned my monitor from 1440p to 1080p to see if it would help anything. I'm going to change back to 1440p and see if that does anything as well. The thing is, I wouldn't mind the radio calls.
Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
Oh, they're just so loud. It's so unnecessary. It's just so unnecessary. Oh, just need to reorganize my chat again on my second monitor as the size changed a little bit. Are you on Twitch? Not at the moment. I might try streaming again on Twitch later. You can turn the volume down on radio. Yeah, but I don't think it's radio that's coming through. I think it's to do like with something else. Like voice chat online is there. Like speech. But the problem is that speech is also linked to what I hear in the car. So if I turn it down, then I'm going to risk not hearing weather. But I'll try it. I did, Lewis, I think. It was to do with my CPU temperature. So at the moment, I'm only streaming on YouTube and Twitch. YouTube and TikTok, my apologies, to test it. But I'm very confident, to be honest, that it's fixed it. Because my CPU temperature when rendering a video last night as a test was up to like 98, 99. And basically I found like a fan that I didn't know was there. And it was just full of dust, completely full of dust. So I cleaned it, and now my CPU temperature is like 20 degrees cooler. How'd you get better with no assists? Just practice. No, I'm joking. I think one of the biggest things for getting better with no assist is having a methodical way to not get angry at your mistakes. Like, that's the biggest part about it, in my opinion. Some days will be better, some days you'll drive badly, some days you'll drive great. And just not getting mad at the bad days is the most important thing. Is there an order turning off no assist? Not really. I think start with the one that you find least challenging, and then work up to the most challenging one last. Turn my PC into a microwave? Indeed it did. Now it runs consistently at like 67. So I'm confident. Like, I just want to do a few hours on TikTok and YouTube, but I'm confident I can stream back on Twitch today. Also for tomorrow. Top 750? My go. Congratulations. When's Iron Man League? Tomorrow, 7 PM UK time. Okay, that change didn't work. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you. Let's go to now. Not sure, to be honest. Yeah, when they told me about the double header, man, I was so like, I would never want to do that, to be honest. Oh.
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
I might need to buy a new microphone stand. Because it's literally, my microphone is held onto my like, wall thing by duct tape at the moment. You do a league race in my league. Unfortunately, I don't have the time for it at the moment, buddy. But when I have a bit more time, I can definitely think about it. But at the moment, I'm just flat out doing setup testing, contemplation, etc. Am I going to win for you? I mean, to be honest, mate, if I win, it won't be for you, but it'll be for me, to be honest. But if you want to think it's for you, then you can enjoy, I guess. Lando is under investigation for impeding. No, man. There's no way he loses that pole position. Who did he impede? JK. You little... That was a good one, to be fair, then. Well, you did have me. You did have me. It's something Lando would do, unfortunately. Yeah, pole by half a second is insane. On any track, but especially Austria. How far back did you start playing F1 games? All the way to 2010. Massive confidence booster. Yeah, he needed it. After the weekend he had, if he bottled pole, man, that would have been huge mentally. Man, the car just feels dog. It feels so dog around here.
Good job, mate. Really, really well.
Ah,
Fantastic
2010, you were the baby then? Yeah.
wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the...
Yeah, Lando just needs to not get dive bombed by someone in the first lap. And then he should be Gucci. Yeah, I was watching F2. That was nuts. That was. It was nuts. I felt really bad for like Mini and all that people. Just to be collected by Cordy was spinning like that. And I also really hope that Alex Dunn comes back good tomorrow. It was good today, but just wasn't his day. Without that start line thing, he would have been P6, you know. It's tough though. It's tough to do an F1 practice session and F2 on the same weekend. To be honest, I'm surprised so many teams overlap them. Like getting their drivers to do FP1 or F2 the same weekend. I highly doubt it's a budget problem.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
Of course he did.
Let's finish the
Everyone would be affected by that. You can't just go from doing free practice to jumping in qualifying for F2, you know?
We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Especially on a track like Austria, the neck muscles are really sore. They have to be really sore after that, you know? Like, first time pushing an F1 car in an F1 session. Yes, he's driven F1 before, but his neck has got to be sore. You know, 100% effects. 100%. How you doing, Paul? Oh, my day's been good, thank you, Jan. Hopefully you had a good day as well. Hope you had a good day as well, Paul. In the championship by a point. Is it a point? I thought he's behind. I think he's behind, for sure. Yeah, I'm happy he came back. Brad went all the way down to 6th. Yeah, that's a rough day. Okay, he is leading the championship then. Good for him. Good for him. Do I watch F1 Academy? Occasionally. I'm not overly invested in it though, just from a time restriction point of view. Like, although I'll put it on in the background, I also have my own work to do, so I don't spend too much time watching it. Not live on Twitch? Not at the moment, dude. I had a lot of PC issues in the last few days, so I'm looking to make sure that the stable settings are there on YouTube and TikTok. But I'm planning, if everything goes right, like it is at the moment, to go live on Twitch later. But I just want to make sure that YouTube and TikTok work flawlessly before I do that. Okay, set up dog. That change was terrible. You have a league race today in Singapore? Mate, time to cook. Let me know how it goes. Yeah, F1 boy, I think the problem isn't so much F4 car. I think it's F4 car on F1 tracks. Like, F1 tracks are too big for that spec of car, in my opinion. But it's better for them to be on the F1 package for publicity, rather than a random package that won't give them publicity, you know? So it's like a necessary means to an end of whatever the saying is. Man, I'm so dog right now. I mean, the balance is good, just the grip isn't. Do you have any advice or recommendations to become an esports driver? I mean, the simple answer is a lot of work. It takes a lot of grinding to get into esports. But I think put yourself in community teams, get people around you who you trust, who will support you, and then just keep on grinding, buddy. Enjoy the process, enjoy the work, and then with enough time and dedication, then you can be there. But that's really an important part of it. It's just understanding that grind, understanding that dedication, and maximizing your potential along the way. And my inputs are so bad though. Nope. Well, we're into the fine-tuning segment of the setup, that's for sure. The driving is so satisfying. Oh, thank you. Happy you like it. F1 boy, just shit it out, you know? Like, believe in yourself, trust your process, What will be will be. I know it's easy for me to say because I'm not the one releasing, but yeah, trust yourself, you know. What will be will be. Of all time is Croft in the UK.
Yes, excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
Very nicely done. Thank you. I just had a little scream in my helmet, so I'll use your eardrums.
Any
Goodbye
tips
for
for
now then.
Singapore?
You're really just getting
Drive
started.
smooth. It's really easy to overheat your tire there. So just focus on the smoothness. Don't over push, because once you over push on Singapore, especially in the race, your surface temperature on the tire goes through the roof. So Singapore, slow is fast, to be honest. Slow is fast. Thanks. Ah, you're welcome, buddy. Hopefully they help. My day was good, thank you, T. How was your day? Ignoring you, imagine. I'm sorry I can't keep up with all the messages sometimes. I'm also driving, you know, but... Yo, Brooks, how you doing? Basically developing setups for my websites, to make them better. That's basically it. So I like to do it on stream. One, so I have a bit of company, to be honest. It's nice having a bit of company during these moments, because it's long, it's tedious. But, yeah, that's what it's about. You know what time, mate? You'll cook it. You'll cook up some lap times, that's for sure. You'll be there. Any tips for your league race? Don't crash. Nah, enjoy it, man. Don't overthink stuff. Enjoy the moment. Whoa. Any tips from Mexico? Pretty much the same as Singapore, to goodness sake. Tire temperatures are really sensitive here. Slow as fast. I don't do autograph cards at the moment, but if I did in the future, yeah, for sure, buddy. The wheel is a Simucube Sport with Ascher Ultimate wheel rim. At the moment, just not talking that much, so I'm just locking in to fine-tune the setup. It's proving much more difficult than I imagined around here. How long are you streaming for? It's a good few hours, I think I'll do some open lobbies later as well. Looking for the perfect setup here. Yeah, it's tricky. It's very tricky. Very tricky indeed. This might be the one. Okay, that was better. Oh, NC drove off the track there.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done.
What do I think about Lander's pole?
Fantastic drive.
Much needed. Legendary lap, actually. Very good lap.
Unexpected. Yeah, thank you very much. Was good in the end. Yeah. Pole position. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
The qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Difficulty 110% AI. Appreciate your setups by email as well. Very helpful. Ah, thank you, buddy. Really appreciate that. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to find like an automated app or something that can send setups to or send like an email to everyone's email that the setups will be updated. Because at the moment, if I did it, it would have to be manually. So I'd have to manually send everyone an email. I think what would take me all day. So at the moment, it's not really an option. Any plans to see the F1 movie? To be honest, no. No, I don't plan on it. I think the movie's great. I think the movie's great for the industry and for Formula One. But it just doesn't ring my bell, you know? It just isn't interesting to me. And that also goes out generally. I don't really watch many movies. More if it's a documentary / based on real life, I love it. Then I'm really interested. But I'm just going to quickly pop the toilet chat. I'll be back in just a second. bear with me. Obviously, you can't come for... Oh, I just hit my microphone for obvious reasons. So just us chat. How are we doing? Lewis with the hard carry. Oh. Not really. Just here alone? Oh. Bless you, mate. Bless you. All alone. Any tips to go fast around Austria? Don't over push the front tires is the main one. If you over push the front tires, you'll have no grip. Once the front tires overheat, you're done. You're at work, multitasking though. Nice. Hope work goes well, buddy. He's actually sick. Oh wait, that's actually sick. Man, that time was banging. Guten Tag. Means hello, no? The first setup was the fastest.
Got pole position.
Thanks everyone. A bit of a journey to get there, but well done. Very, very good.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Right. Time to develop the first step a little bit more as it's the fastest concept. This is what goes into making the setups. People A lot of lost hair. God damn it, man. It's always more satisfying when every change you make makes the setup better. But when literally your first baseline was the best, get me out of here. Wheel flick is hideous here. Ah. That's hilarious. Ah, unlucky on the curb. That would have been nuts. Skill issue. If you want to be my lover, then you gotta get with my friends. Oh, that's almost a ball. Dog change. Do I lock up in for editing? What do you mean you should lock up in editing? I don't get what you mean. We're gonna head off, right? No worries, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Oh, lock in? Yeah, for sure.
qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Oh my god, chat. Oh my god. We are deep in the setup locker at this point. We are very, very, very deep in the setup locker. Love your stream, George, cheer me up. But, oh, that's a wall. Mate, thank you so much, man. That's a really nice comment. Thank you. Like, yeah, that's always nice to look over and see those comments, especially when I'm sweating so hard on this setup. To see that kind of positivity means a lot. Okay, the setup's coming alive. Let's go. Go, man.
Good job,
Come on.
mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
I like the number 1 board.
Goodbye for now then, but we are really just getting
Did
started.
a bit of rear stability at the end of a lap. And then we're cooking. We are there. Holy moly. I was getting a bit stressed for a little while, man. How long do you need to make a perfect setup? Depends on the track, you know. Like, this track is so hard. Like, on a normal track, where you don't have a lot of, like, tire overheating, can be much quicker. On a track like this, can be long to make the setup. Oh, that was a skill issue there. Okay, Okay, maybe this setup is a bit harder for this corner. Not sure.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
Yep, yeah,
Would I consider returning to esports? If I'm not married by 30, then why not?
The qualifying wrapped up. We now have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
I cut off the top of my gloves for the thumb, so when I'm pressing the button, you can't really see it. Basically, the top of the thumb is really uncomfortable with the glove when pressing the button, so I just cut off the glove, basically. Why am I not live on Twitch? I had a lot of streaming problems in these last few days, like my stream's cutting out. I've understood the problem now. I fixed it, so I'm planning to be live on Twitch later today. But yeah, it's just simply because of that. I wanted to understand the problem before I go back live on Twitch. Fanatec, Moser are probably your best shot for Xbox. Probably Fanatec. Regards from Columbia. Oh, nice, man. Regards from the UK. You said it's work on the controller? No idea, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm not gonna lie to you, mate. I'm terrible on a controller. And I'm not gonna sit here and say something that I don't know is true. So the setups might be dog. They might be terrible on a controller, for all I know. So I'm not gonna say that they do. You know what I mean? That would be a cool idea, Liam. Yeah, that would be a cool idea to do one on Monaco Last the First. Fanatec or Moser? I would say Fanatec more than Moser. Moser's a very good brand, but I'm just more familiar with Fanatec. Casual driving, probably like between 400 and 1,000 euros, I'd say. If you want to enjoy it, you know. You can get a wheelbase for lower, but you won't probably enjoy driving that much. Then my advice would be spend the majority of your budget on a good rig, like a good rig. And then, yeah, spend a lot of your budget on the good rig. And then upgrade your wheel and pedals as you go. Because it's easier to upgrade wheel and pedals than it is to get a new rig, you know? Do I have a girlfriend? Not right now. Working on it. We are in pre-season testing. And this setup is so hard to get right here. Right, we'll do this test and we'll go over to the race. To show them useful titles that work a treat. Ah, yes. Video games are the most attractive thing to females. Ah, yes. I'm sure it will work. I'm sure it will. Okay, that was a skill issue there. I'm having a major skill issue right now. What? I used flashback so much I broke it. Okay, I'm relatively happy with the setup.
Excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
Let's go finish the job tomorrow.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, named after the brothers whose idea for a race in Mexico was so compelling that it got presidential approval. We're glad it did. Welcome to the Mexico City Grand Prix. 2,285 meters above sea level, the altitude will test the driver's fitness and their engine's efficiency. 17 corners, 7 to the left, 10 to the right, that make up a 2.6-mile circuit equipped with 2 DRS zones. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Alonso, Liam Lawson, and Hamilton. Gasly, Hulkenberg.
Where's the
Albon,
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Leclerc,
I do appreciate that.
Sainz, Andrea Kimi, Antonelli.
Setup is very niche here. Very niche.
Stroll,
Very frustrating.
Ollie Behrman, and George Russell. Hadja and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes, delighted to say that we're joined today by Anthony Davidson. Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Oh. All right, time to cook up a race setup. Time to cook one up indeed. Go on, Lando. More follows. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for following as well. How old am I? 84. Yeah, I know. I look good for my age.
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
How is the stream quality though, everyone? Has it been smooth? Has it been good? I was born on the 8th of July, not August. Google actually has it wrong, to be honest. Perfect for you. Lovely, mate. Good to hear. How is that so much worse? I think I might soon put it back on Twitch and see how it reacts. I mean, there's a lot of sim rigs that are good, to be honest, mate. There's more sim rigs that are good than are bad. Let's put it that way.
Radio check, radio check.
You won, bro.
Radio check.
Cooked. Oh my god, we're cooking. Maybe I'm going the wrong direction with this setup.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
This is very confusing.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, now this is better. That's a lot better.
Right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Right, we're getting there. We're getting there. I've been playing F1 games since 2010, so 15 years. Apologies, this stream is just a lot of me restarting Mexico,
Okay, radio
but
check.
I
Radio check.
want to get this set up perfect. There's no option but perfect here. Normally pure performance, to be honest, mate. You're better off making a setup that's 2/10 faster than anything else, and naturally driving a 10.5 slower to save tires than making a setup that is 2/10 slower and never having the pace in reserve. thanks. Ah, you're welcome. You're welcome, bud. Hopefully the info can be helpful. We are getting there, chat. We're getting there.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Unfortunately, I don't know anyone, Jack. How would you protect the rears? Just by not overdriving, to be honest, mate. You see my inputs are very smooth. I'm not really ever sliding the rear tyres around. That's probably the biggest thing.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
Yeah, I edit my videos on my rig. At the moment, I don't have like a desk set up. Yeah, I don't really like editing on a laptop, to be honest. I just find it really inefficient for me. Like, if I needed to, like if I was traveling, then sure, why not? But yeah, if I'm at home, I'm just very efficient with the PC at the moment. I think it's, hopefully it was your internet, no offense. Because it still says that it's excellent connection here. And my PC temperature hasn't gone up. So, keep me posted, please. Thank you. But yeah, I think it might have been your internet. But thank you for letting me know.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
That was the luckiest start I think I've ever done. I almost just jump started it. All good? Lovely, mate. Glad to hear. Thank you for the update. We're getting there, chat. We've only spent 2 hours on Mexico. Jesus Christ. Cooking! We are there! We are there! Right, I'm gonna stop doing that. It's probably quite annoying. This track. Oh my god. Genuinely, I think I would rather like use sandpaper as soap rather than do that process again. That was horrible.
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Uh-oh. I still need to tweak that like tomorrow or something, but... As a baseline, we are there. Progress is progress. Right. Take a quick little gander. I'm not even signed in Twitch anymore. Okay. I was going to see what was happening in Creator Series, but apparently I can't. Unlucky. Right. I'm just going to quickly pop to the toilet chat, and then I'll be back in a second, and we'll move on to a new track. I love you all. Thank you for your support through that traumatic experience of Mexico City. That was traumatic. Traumatic. I never want to do that again. Whoa. Alright, chap, still here. Still here. Please share it, buddy. Let me just move my light so I can turn on my light. It's getting a bit dark out here in the ghetto. Oh, these wires are so tangled. All right, there we go. Lovely. Let me get spacious in the cozy chat room. You are carrying it hard, to be fair to you, my friend. You are carrying it hard. Claiming it as yours? Don't blame you, don't blame you. Ciao, amigo. Tried iRacing for the first time in years, bought F4 to join, but didn't have track. Oh, mate, unlucky, unlucky. iRacing can cost an arm and a leg at times, you know. That is like the only downside of iRacing, to be honest, is how much it costs. It can be outrageous. Don't know why I broke out in song and dance then. People spend more on Fortnite skins. But yeah, I've not played Fortnite in years. I don't really enjoy it, to be honest. But like, I think at least with Fortnite, it's free, isn't it? Like, you can buy Fortnite skins, but it's not something like mandatory. Whereas iRacing is mandatory to spend that money, you know? Right. I think we're going to risk it and try go live on Twitch. I want to see if this is going to break it or not. Right, chat. The stream might momentarily like lag, but it will be back on after. I'm literally just disconnecting and reconnecting to go live on Twitch. So just bear with me. But it will be back live in like 10-15 seconds. Just let me know if you've seen the message so then I can go ahead and do this thing. Just so I know that people are aware of the situation. I'm going to stay live on TikTok and YouTube. Just making sure people are aware. Right. Ciao, 2 seconds. Let me just do that. Close that so everything's ready to go again. Right. Back in action. Good, good. Right, let's see what happens with Twitch then. Let's see if YouTube breaks from Twitch. Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. How you doing, FinFan? Welcome in, buddy. Autumn Portadetto getting P8. Goated behavior. Goated behavior. How you doing, Steve-O, as well? Hope you had a good day. This is borderline a test stream, by the way, as well, everyone on Twitch. Seems problem-free so far. Nice to hear. Cheers, Lewis. I do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. It says at the moment the connection is excellent on my side. So, touch wood. Touch wood. Praying for a smooth stream. Same here. I think I've solved the issues. I think I've solved the issues. If it has, it saves me spending $2 grand, $3 grand on a new PC. So if it cooks, it cooks.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Bresner Ronha? Depends what you're scaling them on. What are you scaling them on? Mechanic to fix this stream problem. No joke, honestly, mate. No joke. I actually haven't been. Right, let's try that setup combo first. Choose one. Yeah, but on what scale? Because if you say height, then it's definitely Bresnay. How you doing, Diego? I have a Simucube Sport with Ascher Ultimate Wheel Rim. I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions too early, chat, but it seems like it's working fine.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Well, I've Max Verstappened it. Okay, that's not the direction.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
That was the worst driving I've ever done in my life. I think I hit every wall but one in sector 1, or every curve at least.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
Hey, sorry, I didn't send you the stuff by Chicago, but if you want... Yeah, send it, send it. Yeah, send it, mate, and tag me on Discord, that'd be cool. Yeah, basically the problems were, from what I can understand anyway, were coming from my CPU overheating. So it was reaching a temperature of 98 degrees. That's why it happened after about 2 hours or an hour mark. So I fixed that. I fixed the fan problem, basically. And instead of running at 98 degrees, it's now running at 62. So I'm confident that's the issue, like, squashed and fixed now. Nothing beat it. Better than eating pretzels and watching Brendon. Mate, I say the same about myself every day. I'm joking. Pretzels are banging, though. Yeah. Yeah. 98. Wait, I'll quickly show you, chat. I'll show you. There's nothing I can leak on my desktop, that's okay. So you can see here, this is my temperature, etc. for the PC. And you can see it was reaching a peak of 98. I didn't actually have this application installed, but I found out about this application yesterday, downloaded it, and that's where I saw the the number from. Gonna be weird not seeing you in esports. I'll be at the buffet, mate. I'll be well happier. So yeah, that was far from ideal. That's this, but I think this is just game related, so it's fine. But yeah, we were cooking, quite literally. We could have cooked a nice meal on that. Perfect tanning weather. Facts. What's up, Unk? Not much. How about you, Unk? What did I do in Mexico to fix this problem?
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Honestly surprised the motherboard didn't burn. I'm happy to hear that it didn't burn. I didn't know the motherboard could burn. I didn't know that was a thing. Are you Italian? No. I'm British. Well, my favourite food is a ham sandwich. Chat, what about you? What's your favourite foods? You have an accent? Thank you. It's probably because I worked for Ferrari for 2 years.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
Bit of a weird thing to say.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Alright, last checks on the anti-roll bar. How you doing, Aiden? How you doing, Jan? Nothing happened? Okay, I know where I need to be on anti-roll bar now.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
It's going to be pretty difficult becoming an F1 driver just from the game. I'm not going to say it's impossible, because nothing's impossible. But yeah, it'll be pretty difficult to go from purely esports to the real thing. Oh, how you doing, Declan? Yeah, it's definitely more realistic to go from real life racing to esports. To be real life racing costs so much money. Crazy money. Why do I have less grip after that change?
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Oh, I realized my webcam was always on then. Whoops. I'm going into any GP soon. I might be at Silverstone for a day. Not too sure. But I don't plan on going to really any, to be honest. I prefer watching the races from home.
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
What happened to iRacing? Nothing, just focusing on F1 at the moment. I'm back. What got busy? No worries, buddy. Hopefully in a good way, though.
Radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
Sold some things, so yeah, mega stuff. Let me just move my other chat so I can see that properly. Because I realised I was blocking my Twitch chat a little bit. There we go. Honestly, I'm not too sure if Austria is better on a 1 or 2. Yeah, Victoria. Seems like I found the issue and fixed it. Fortunately. What was the issue? Basically, I didn't know there was a fan, basically for water cooling with my CPU. And it was just clogged up with dust. So it wasn't actually cooling down the CPU, and the CPU was going to like 98 degrees. Poor CPU. Could have literally cooked an egg on that. And it would have been delicious. Yeah, buddy, definitely clean your PC up. Learn it from me. Would have made for good content? What would have made for good content? Me cleaning my PC? Oh, cooking an egg. Oh, I see. I mean, truth be told, I'm actually planning and thinking about doing some in real life content soon. Karting vid? No, no, no. To do some biking. Like strapping a GoPro to my chest. Just taking you along for some fitness, to be honest. Like. That would be funny, Grumpy. That would be funny. Super GT Club? Sure, why not? Why aren't you on Creator Series? I am technically a reserve in Creator Series at the moment. But I just want to focus on my own stuff.
Okay,
At the
give me a
moment.
quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
used to be in shape at my age. Never too late, buddy. It's never too late. Get back on that horse, you know? Fitness is everything in life. What kind of car do I have? One with 4 wheels. Yeah, I like 100% diff. For me, is the meta. Let's make it happen. Nah, I'm okay. It's an idea that sounds hilarious on the surface, but the day it actually comes to doing it, I would be bored.
Radio check.
Radio check.
If you want to be my lover, and you gotta get with my friend, loving me ain't easy. That's the way it ends. After 20 years, bro cooked. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friend. Loving me ain't easy. That's the way it ends. What's my fitness goal? Be able to eat 5 pizzas a day and still be shredded. Nah, to be honest, my fitness goals are not really like that specific. I like running long distances. I like doing anything extreme, basically. Like, if you ask me to go in a gym, don't get me wrong, I respect people in a gym, don't get me wrong, but if you ask me just to go in a gym and just lift weights, I get bored. But if you ask me to flip a tire for a mile, I like that, you know? So my fitness goals is 1, to run the whole UK. I'd like to do the most pull-ups as a world record one day. That would be fun. See, like, just stuff like that, where it's like, it goes past being a challenge and it's just about the mind. I love that stuff. And it's why I don't really like being in a gym that much. Because I think, like, don't get me wrong, it's great to go to the gym.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
But I find the gym is really kind of like what you know you can do in a safe environment. What is great, it was great. But I love the idea of when I'm out on a, like, I like running like 60 miles for fun, basically. And I love the idea of just being like, well, it's me against me. If I don't continue running, I'm done. You know? Game over. There's no saving, you know? It's cold, it's raining, maybe you're hungry, maybe you've got a headache, maybe you need a drink. You know what I mean? That's why I like running. Like, it's you against you. It's you against the world. And that's it, you know? But like I say, though, I can't say enough. I'm not hating on the gym. So I think it's fantastic to get people in the gym. But I think people get misunderstood with the gym quite a lot. Like, people go to the gym and assume it to be their happiness or whatever like that. And then they get confused when it doesn't equate to a challenge they want to search for.
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
How you doing, Larry? No, I'm just practicing setups at the moment. So I can update them for the website, etc. It's just such a weird feeling at the moment.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
Exactly. Fitness is only enjoyable when it's the way that you want it to be. Doesn't matter if it's swimming, golfing, jet skiing. If fitness is done in a way that you can enjoy, that's the way to do it, you know? I do all the updating myself, Q-Star. Everything you see on the website is done by me. Yeah, there's no one helping me on it.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Yeah, I'm testing setup on race mode. I'm pretty much done now with Saudi. It looks really random, don't get me wrong, all this quick restarting.
Radio check.
But I assure you it does make sense. I assure you. Brendon, let's have a radio check. No. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Honestly, that sounds busy. Like, it's something that I'm very cautious of, or conscious of, I should say, in life. Is... Well, at the moment, I'm single, you know. I'm not married, I don't have kids, I don't have a pet. Like, I only have to think about myself to sustain myself in life. Because of that, I focus all my energy on self-improvement. Whether that's through work or general self-improvement, health, fitness, whatever it is. So then in the future, when I do have a wife, when I maybe have kids, when I don't have as much time to work on myself, I'm already fast-tracked on the learnings of life. And I can then spend more time focusing on those relationships, you know? I think, like, it's one thing I see a lot of people do is they don't really focus. Like, I'm 25 at the moment. Like, if people are happy, they're happy. I'm not going to knock them for their approach, but I see people not really focus when they're around my age. And then they arrive to being 30, and sure, they have more stories to tell. down the pub or whatever with the friends, but when I get to 30, like, I want to be so locked in that I have the life experience of being 50. That's my goal. Like, whatever I'm doing in life, whether it's driving, content creation, army, or working a different normal job, by the time I'm 30, I want to be so dialed in life, like it's being like 50, 50 years of life experience being 30. Smart man. Oh, thank you. I prefer the F123 VRS system. For sure. Ah, thank you, Lewis. No, I do appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Much love. Do you not have to feed the pet duck behind you? I do, but only on Fridays. Is it equal machinery? Yeah. Sounds like Nico Rosberg just came in the chat. Okay, I'm very happy with this setup now. Let's get a shoot.
Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay.
Let me just save this set. Oh, my wire. Oh, my legs are sore.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Radio check. Do 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 do. Built my YouTube channel, going to golf content, need to start doing F1 content, but I'm torn. Make another channel. You start always make a different channel for that kind of thing. Because YouTube hates cross content. It hates it. Like, one of the worst things you can ever do for your YouTube channel is posting 2 different genres. Like, I'm doing a co-op career, but not with an F1 esports driver. That should come next week, though, roughly. Like, the only way to keep the same channel but change the content that you're doing is to change it over like half a year and introduce people slowly. Like, honestly, mate, even if I upload F1 content, you can also see it on my YouTube channel. Like, even if it's the same game, people don't want, not as many people want to watch my career mode videos. So even within the same algorithm of F1 2025 or the F1 game series, there's again another sub algorithm for making track guides or tutorials compared to career mode. And if you flip that, Jarno Opmir gets more views on his my team career mode than he will on a tutorial. So like the algorithm is so crazy on YouTube. Like you basically have to find what you like uploading and stick to it. Can you hear an F1 race? Not today, buddy. Just testing setups and improving for the website. Declan, depending when I'm done, I might do some open lobbies. Yeah, exactly, Lewis. Like, I still I like uploading them for like people who don't catch the stream, because I'm not particularly focused on like individual views. It's why I don't clickbait and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, like more or less for my channel, like uploading videos, there's not really a, let's say, normal benefit to uploading my career mode videos as highlights. But I still do it because I like making the video, to be honest. But if I was only ever focused on posting videos for views, then I would only post track guides and tutorials, basically. Nothing else. And league racing highlights, of course, but you know what I mean. I'm not doing open lobbies at the moment, Matthew. I might do later, depending. On time! Time. Whoa. We'll do Bahrain. Whoa. Oh, that's China. That's Japan. There we go, there's Bahrain. Wait, I want to check my FPS quickly. Because I noticed some screen stutters when I was doing... and even in the menu, it's lagging a little bit. And I can't recreate the situation off stream because I have to be on stream to find out the problem with the stream. So just give me a second, lads. Wow. Streaming cost me 40 FPS. Right, let's try an FPS cap to see if that'll help. The stuttering. Yeah, I mean, Lewis, like, in-game. Like, how I see stuff. I know it won't be affecting the stream. Yeah, better put me on the pole position.
Thank you for joining us once again as we get another Formula One Grand Prix underway.
We'll be racing around 3.36 miles.
Put me on the pole position, baby. P8?
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio.
Excuse me? P8? Oh, give me a second, chat. Champ, how you doing? I'm doing good, thank you, buddy. How are you? Hope you had a good day. Right, copy that. If you wanna be my lover, then you gotta get with my friend, or whatever the lyric is. Victoria, you probably know better than I do at this point. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do. Okay, that's probably quite annoying. Ow. Yo, Razin! Thank you so much for the raid. How'd you do? I saw like a little bit of the final laps in the first race, the normal layout. It was like P3, no? How did the other races go? And how did the first race actually finish? Pookie Bear. You're my Pookie Bear. If I pit exit? No, GB? Send me his location right now. I'm gonna go back you up. I'm gonna back you up. I'm gonna take his hairline back to what it was 3 months ago. He ain't never taking you out and getting away with it, man. He ain't never doing that. Oh, man. Oh, got the glitch. Let's do the revenge tour. Worth it. Is a glitch still here? Yeah, it is. Send them my regards. I almost started recording then.
Radio check.
I've
radio
worked
check.
out the way.
Check.
We have worked out the way, chat. We have worked out the way. 1, 2, 3. Give it to me! I swear, if I said DSQ, this game's rigged. Fucking game! What do you mean I can't gain 6 positions and keep it? What do you mean? Vaffanculo.
The wait is over. Lando.
Blah.
Well, what an end to another fantastic
We
week.
can't even restart the
To
race?
everyone who's joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
This game is chalked, man. This game is chalked. Who makes a game where you can't restart the race after getting disqualified? Probably F125. But regardless, my point still stands. What the flip is that? Pat, it's a lobby for you. Sure, I'm still going to call it rigged. It was rigged also because Oscar was P8. That ain't never happening. Ba, 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 ba.
It's race day in Sakir under the lights. It is great to have your company for the Bahrain Grand Prix. A fantastic venue. Every seat in the house is a good one, including yours. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.3. And
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Give me you check. Shut your ass up. This game is very rude towards me. It is. Whoa, why is the game so loud, man? AI are not surviving. Rigged. Right, I'm gonna try pushing my PC even a little bit further. Probably a bad mistake, but we'll try it. Nope. Get over there. Nope. Stop. Thank you. How you doing, Spark?
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
How you doing, Bluebird? Welcome in, buddy.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
Oh, Fernando Alonso. Man, my brain is cooked. Cookie, you've made a YouTube channel? Mega stuff, mate. Love to hear it. Yeah, most wheels come with pedals, but just be sure, just double check their website, etc., to get confirmation of it before you buy anything. Yo, SJ, how you doing, buddy? Not bad. Are you doing good? Thank you, buddy. Yeah, you've got to take time to grind it out, mate. I'm sure you'll be successful. I look forward to seeing your content pop up on my For You page. This is just setup development. What does my stream title say? On Twitch, that is. I didn't see the title. Okay, copy. But out of curiosity, what does it say? Just to make sure that it's correct. Okay, lovely. It is correct then. Cheers for that, buddy. Do appreciate it.
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Quite happy with that already. Just want to double check some stuff. Yo, Spaz, so much. I can't get my words out. Man, I got a terrible start from that, but thank you so much for the gifted sub. You absolute legend. Oh, mate, you're a legend. Thank you so much for that. How's your day been, bud? And it was to M. Skyzy. Welcome in, Skyzy. From TikTok. Oh, damn. Good to see you over there, mate. This dive bomb is for you. Out of my way. Move, beep. Get out of my way. Get out of my way, beep. Get out of my way. Move, beep. Get out of my way. Lando got pole. It was a cracking lap as well. He got it by half a second. If Lando wins tomorrow, in a way that isn't like tension, and he's able to control the race, he's back in championship contention. Oh, I didn't realise Leclerc was P2. I thought Oscar was P2. I know Lewis was P4. Yo! Thank you for the 100 bits! Legend!
Legend, thank you.
Sorry if I just blew everyone's ears up. Yeah, Verstappen got really unlucky with the yellow flag. Was probably never in the fight for pole, but he could have been higher up, that's for sure.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
But the thing is about Verstappen. Did you see how he gave Bortoletto a slipstream down the pit straight on purpose? Bro literally had his qualifying lap ruined by the yellow flag and decided, okay, let's give Bortoletto a tow. Like, this guy's brain is on another level. Like, how quickly he can go from the disappointment of losing his lap to just go, I'll give my mate a tow now. Why not? Like, his brain is on another level. Like, he's so locked in. It makes locked in people look drunk. Ahead of Apex. Yeah, Verstappen's pretty nice in general, I think. Like, from what I see from Verstappen is, he's pretty nice. But if he knows that you'll screw him, he'll do anything to you. But if Verstappen isn't fighting you for the championship or for a race win, he doesn't care, he's chill. Hopefully my microphone didn't pick that up. Right, we're very close to this setup now. We are very, very close.
Radio check. Radio check.
What means I'm only going to have to dive bomb the AI a few more times. Did it actually pick it up, SJ? There's no way it picked that up. Q-Star. Like, just because it's you, my friend, like, you're a legend, feel free to. Just because it's you. Other people, big no too. But because you're a legend, and I know that you have good intentions, feel free to. No, it didn't? Thank God. It was a sloppy one. Oh my God. You're eating. Name, in your opinion, what is a champion material than the other? Good question. So let's say it like this. If next year, or this year, let's say, you gave all the 4 rookies a car that's easily going to win the championship, who's going to do it? I would say Bortoletto and Antonelli. I think Hajar has debatably been the fastest rookie. Like, not in terms of overall lap time, but in terms of extracting the most of the car. I think Hajar has been the fastest, but I think Antonelli and especially Bortoletto, I really rate Bortoletto so highly. I think Bortoletto has the mentality to manage the season, you know? A bit biased though? Not really. Like, yes, I've done work with Sauber. Yes, I've met Bortoletto like 1 or 2 times in person. Is he a fantastic guy in person as well? Yes. But to be honest, I'm speaking to a few people on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. I can say my opinion. Oh, you didn't mean to know that? Oh, okay. How did you mean it? All good though, brother. All good. Oh, yeah. Ollie's? I don't count Ollie as a rookie. Like, Ollie, I think in F1 terms is technically a rookie, but he's not, let's be honest. He did too many races last year, in my opinion, to be called a rookie. Alex Dunn in practice? I'm not surprised. I think Alex Dunn is mega. I was surprised at how close he was, but I'm not surprised at the job he did. Okay, this setup was sweet. say that. Skill issue.
Radio check, please.
Like,
Radio check.
no offense to anyone else, but I do hope Dunn gets the F2 title. Because in all honesty, apart from maybe in the Toro Rosso, or whatever it's called, the Visa Cash App Moon Racing Team, or whatever it's called, I can't remember. Apart from them, and maybe Cadillac, I don't see any rookies. I don't see any rookies coming in the seat next year. Like, there's no space, you know? Apart from V-Carb and maybe Cadillac, where can a rookie go? Audi is already full. Audi is already full. Let me say this out quickly. Audi is full. Alpine will take at least their current lineup or another experienced driver. Williams will stay the same, probably. Wait, let me just pull up the list of teams on F1. I'll quickly do it on my phone, actually. Audi's got Colapinto. Audi have Bortoletto and Hulkenberg. And the way they're performing, they won't change them. No way. Okay, so let's go down the team list, you know. So McLaren will stay the same. Mercedes won't take a rookie. Either it will be George and Max, or Antonelli and Max, to be honest. Ferrari will stay the same. Red Bull, to be honest, can be a lot happening with who takes the possible Max Verstappen seat or Yuki Tsunoda seat. But equally, I think probably they shouldn't get rid of Yuki for next season, to be honest. Williams will stay the same. Haas, I think, will stay the same. V-Carb is, let's say, a chance for rookies. Aston Martin, who knows what happens with Stroll, but probably there won't be a rookie in the car. Sauber will turn into Audi. Audi, I think, will keep Bortoletto and Hulkenberg. And the final team is Alpine. Pierre Gasly will stay, for sure, if he wants to. I think he's contracted to anyway. Like, Alpine will stay. And Colapinto maybe will stay, but there probably won't be a rookie in the second car. I doubt there'll be a rookie in the second car. Yeah, that's true. Lindblad probably will be in V-Carb. I think V-Carb, as it stands right now, would be Lindblad and Hajar for next season. Or Hajar goes up to Red Bull and Yuki's out. And maybe Alex Dunn. I think the only place Alex Dunn can fit into Formula One next year, without Cadillac signing him, or Aston Martin, is signing into the Red Bull Junior program and to be with Lindblad and Alex Dunn in V-Carb, and then Isaac Hajar goes to Red Bull. I won't do open. I probably won't do open lobbies tonight. I won't do them either tomorrow because I've got the 100% race with Iron Man. You don't think Cadillac will have rookies? I don't either, but I don't think they should take both Perez and Bottas, to be honest. The reason I say that they shouldn't, again, I'm just some random guy at a sim, by the way. You know, I actually have no credentials for my name, and so I'm just making pure speculation. But like, I don't think they should take Bottas and Perez, because both of them finished their time in Formula One previously without actually knowing where they were. You know, like, when Bottas ended, I still rate him as one of the top like drivers in the grid. But the Sauber was really slow, to be honest. So you don't actually know if he was doing good or bad. Then Perez seems like he was doing good now because of what's happening with Yuki and Lawson. But again, you don't actually know where they are. So people can't confidently say they're getting the most out of the car. I think you need the same problem with Danny, though. The same problem with Danny. Like, you don't actually know if he's getting the most out of the car anymore. So that's why I say you need, like, to be honest, a Bottas or Perez, and then like an Alex Dunn or Djokovic to be in the second car, to be pushing every time, you know? That's my opinion on that anyway. Not that anyone asked. We've waited so long. Yeah, I mean, it's unlucky. He's just unlucky. I don't think he'll get the seat, though. I'll be surprised if he did. That's nothing against him, because I think he deserves it, but... What did Perez say about Red Bull? Yeah, I agree, Lewis. I agree. They need someone on both sides. Gonna luck. Right. Cheers, buddy. I'll catch you up in a bit then. Yeah, what did Perez say about Red Bull? I've probably seen it, but just to double check. We're on the same page. Declan wasted his points. Unlucky, son.
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
No. I don't think he said that. If you're thinking of the same quote as I'm thinking of, he said that if Red Bull could, they would only run one car. Like, that doesn't mean that they're not developing Checo's car. Like, but it's honest. Like, Red Bull probably would just run a single car with Max. But yeah, I don't think it was, like, bad, goodness to say that, in all honesty. It's soul-destroying, don't get me wrong, when you sign to a team and they're like, well, to be honest, we would only run one car if we can get away with it. That's soul-destroying, but it's not wrong. In a different way? Yeah, I mean, I think the interview was already done in Spanish, I think. We'll keep the car around max. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult, that subject. It's difficult. The problem also is, as they showed at the start of the regulation, Checo was there, or start of the new regulation cycle. It's just that he's at the end of the regulation cycle, and literally everything is in the worst case situation for Yuki, to be honest. The car is probably the worst it's ever been in the regulation cycle. Right. I don't know if my YouTube is back. If you can just give me a heads up if we are back on live on YouTube.